and something without warning love weighs heavy on my mind. Then I looked at you, and the world seemed alright with me. Just one look at you, and the world is gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. When the day lies ahead of me, seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I looked at you, and the world seemed alright with me. Just one look at you, and the world is gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely, lovely day. Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. It is October 31st. Halloween is out there, and welcome to the DIY ukulele workshop. I love coming here every 2 weeks and sharing a little bit about ukulele about you guys. If it's your first time here, then my name is Daniel. I'm the ukulele instructor or ambassador at Dave's Island Instruments, and I love ukulele. My motto is every day, keep on strumming ukulele. All right. And that last song that I just did was Lovely, You Guys Should Know. It's by Bill Withers. Actually, it's kind of funny. As I learn more about ukulele and as I play more songs, things get easier. And Lovely Day has always been a song that I wanted to do, but it took me a few years to get it right. And I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with it now, so hopefully that sounded good for everybody. But I see Victoria's out there. Hi, Victoria. How you doing? We need to work on getting you on our Zoom class. Maybe this week I'll try to help you get on later on or get onto Zoom. But welcome, Victoria. You're awesome. Hopefully you've been strumming ukulele out there. Let's see. I just want to start with upcoming events for Dave's Island Instruments. This is going to be starting. It's the holiday months. I can't believe it. I have to start playing Christmas songs now. I was actually dusting off some of my books because I have like a Christmas song book that I kind of mess with, and it's time to break it out because I know people want holiday songs coming soon. Also this month, I believe for the handpan courses, we do have another guest. I don't remember who it is, but just keep aware of our events page. Because like on our next ukulele workshop, I've been talking with Ohana Ukuleles, and I might be able to get the owners to come on and do an interview about Ohana ukuleles, which is going to be really fun and neat. I love talking to the owners and people that are really into the ukulele industry, which is really cool. Let's see, and also like I said. It is the holiday month, and I'm gearing up Dave's Island for the ukulele side for, whether you're looking for a gift for, the holidays. And I want to say this, giving the gift of music is probably the best thing. That's the reason why I do what I do, because I love sharing music with people, whether it's the ukulele, whether it's the handpan, whether it's anything, or just playing music with each other. This month was pretty amazing. Actually, I just want to share with you really quick our website. And I've been talking with Ohana Ukuleles. Let's see if I can do this. Website, command for. This is our, I've been updating the website here. And now we got like some cool ukuleles that you can check out. We have our beginner ukuleles. These are limited supply right now because Ohana has been really busy. I think a lot of a lot of people have been wanting to get instruments in general, and ukulele is one of the more popular ones. So, you know, I have some starter kit. I have a few starter kits, but there's more coming. I'm going to be talking with Ohana next week. And then we have some cool one-of-a-kind ukuleles that you can check out, you know, if you're upgrading or you want to get that special gift for someone. Give the gift of music. That's what I always say. All right, so let's see. Boom. That's the thing. But actually, this was a great month. I love October because it's my birthday month. But it was a great month, and usually my honey Carrie, she always likes to travel with me on my birthday, and we usually do some cool things. We've been on some really great adventures. This time, actually, we went to Mount Shasta. And I have a couple-minute video. If you guys want to check it out, I will show it to you. Actually, I will show it to you anyways, and I can comment on it. But, you know, one of the things I love about playing the ukulele is its portability, and also the handpan too, because I brought all of my instruments with me, and I'll show you. I'll start this video and I'll talk while we're going through it. But anyways, this day after my birthday, it's October 12th. I want to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes. Pretty awesome. Let's go on a road trip, and we're gonna go to Mount Shasta. Kitty cam. I always have a kitty cam. Golden ginger, just like my golden ginger right here. And just going on adventure, like, you know, I always ask people why you want to play an instrument, or why do you want to play ukulele, and this is one of the reasons, because when I travel, love that song. Players only love you when they're playing. And on the finding special spots to play ukulele or just any type of instrument is so fun. And, you know, if you are friends with these people right here, you are awesome. Those are my good friends in Sacramento. She took us on some good adventures. And yes, I do skateboard. Sacramento River. And then if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever been to Mount Shasta, this is an amazing spot. Just the woods. It's known for its spirituality, or having high energy content, and, you know, just being in this place, it's pretty awesome. Like right here, we're driving behind and going to Pluto's Cave, and this place was amazing. That huge cave right there, I played inside there with the handpan, and oh my god. And then that was Yaks. They had good hamburgers. And this was the second day, and we went up to the spot. And this is the special thing about music, because music brings people together. And as I was going up here, you know, you see me with the handpan ukulele, I was tripping. It was a good hike. I was a little bit tired, but this place looks like Lord of the Rings, and then it comes out to this meadow, and I walked down this path, and in the middle of that path, I sat down and played handpan, and it was handpan, ukulele, and flute, and it was awesome. And right here, we met some people on the road and had a little party on the road, just playing handpan and ukulele, which was pretty awesome. And then, you know, just being able to play in a spot like right now, I'm on a lava field, and there's lava rock everywhere, and it's echoing of the handpan sound. And playing the ukulele, I did the same thing in the same spot, so it was pretty awesome. So, you know, that was my vacation birthday. You know, I just wanted to share with that, not to brag, but just to show you what's possible when you have like instruments, and it can make a vacation even better because you're looking for those amazing spots to actually, you know, do the things that you want to do. So, you know, I love to share, you know, cool adventures like that, because if you guys are planning on going to Mount Shasta, you know, check it out. It's just an awesome place, and obviously if you're watching, you're a music lover, and to go, that's what I love about music, is just doing that, is just going to play for myself and stuff like that. So cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Cool. Then I'm trying to think of anything else that's happening. Actually, my baby shark. Happy Halloween. Actually, I want to see if anybody's dressing up. Today, I am a gelato maker. I work for Casa Vetas. If he's watching, this is my favorite gelato place in Italy, Tuscany. If you want to get the best gelato in Italy, this is where you get it. It's Casa Vetas. Here, I'll do a good one. Casa Vetas. You guys see that? Cool. Go check it out. It's awesome. But I am a worker for gelato, and I'm bringing you sweet cream music. No pun intended. Funny. Alrighty, let's get on to teaching. If you guys have any questions, it's really cool. Today, I kind of just want to do. Hey, thanks, Gary. Thanks, Victoria. Yeah, thanks. But it was a good month. I love my honey. Thank you, Carrie, for sharing. She's always bringing me to some good spots and driving me around, as you noticed. It was pretty cool. All right. I'm excited. It's the end of the year. I know a lot of people are stressed out. This is kind of a crazy week this week, but I believe we can all get along. But it's been kind of nuts. So all I can say is play more music. Actually, I've been reading. Since I've been playing music and then getting in touch with the handpan and also the ukulele and finding out how meditative and how healing is, I kind of wanted to study it. I just recently got this book. I should have grabbed it. Actually, I might grab it. Hold on a second. Carrie, are you there? Can you go grab that book? Actually, Carrie, go get it. Yes. I love you, Carrie. Like, there she goes. Here she's going to walk over. Yeah, she's running. But I just want to share you this book because what it's talking about is the healing frequencies of music. And there's been some ancient arts like Indian sound healing called Ayurveda. I've been really interested in it because lately with the hand... Thank you, baby. Everybody say thank you, Carrie. She, who really is the boss is the women in the house. So you better be nice to them. But this is the book. It's called Sound Medicine. I know on the handpan stuff we've been doing a lot of sound healing, or talking about sound healing and the how music can heal. And this is by Kauri Chaudhary, and she actually is taking ancient, like I was taking Ayurveda practices and other types of sound healing, doctor, and they're combining it to make. To teach people how that works with frequency healing and stuff like that. And there's been many studies. Actually, I've been reading a bunch of stuff, and it's been kind of blowing my mind because I kind of knew it, but they have actually like crazy studies on how frequency, playing music, puts you in the right thing. And actually, they were talking about how, I don't want to get really nerdy on you, but how frequency can change cells. And it's kind of crazy because if that can happen, you just imagine like Star Trek. I don't know if you remember like Star Trek, one of the movies. I remember they went back to the 80s or something like that, and they were trying to do something, and then Doc was in the hospital, and he just waved this wand, and it made this noise, and it cured him. And I think we're on the way to that, and it has to do with sound frequency and all that stuff. And also just playing music, learning an instrument not only helps you in your mind, but everything, body and your soul. So, I love what we do here, and I love how we can help you share that and share with you how the music therapy is this. So I'm going to just hold this up if you guys want to check this book out. I'm only, like you can see where I'm at. I only started on it, but it's awesome and it's good to read. So check that book out. Cool, good stuff. But, and it kind of goes into my training, and we'll just get into it right now. Where's the thing? How to teach yourself to play ukulele. If you're new here, previous to the COVID restrictions and all that, we used to have a Saturday class, and we get all together, and it's usually for beginners, people that want to learn about ukulele, starting out and just get their foot in. They always say a trip always starts with the first step, and this is your first step. What I find is teaching yourself to play ukulele, in this times of internet, doing live shows like I'm doing right now from my house to you guys, you can actually teach yourself. I remember in the beginning when I first started playing ukulele 5 years ago. I once I get into something, I want to get all the information that I need, and I'm pretty detailed like that. But in my search, I found that it was tough to get the information that you want. Even though the ukulele is popular, there's a lot of different information out there, so you have to kind of like weed through it all and get the good stuff. And hopefully, this is actually what this sheet shows right here is just the culmination of that adventure on teaching myself to play ukulele. And I just wanted to transfer it over to you guys, and hopefully this can help you get to where you want to be playing the ukulele. So it is your musical journey, and I've been talking about that a lot because it's not about the ukulele instrument, it's about the musical journey. Because now, not only do I play ukulele, if you see behind me, there's a handpan, I have another ukulele, I have a flute. We just started, I love to plink around on the piano. Let's see, what else do I got? Man, it's just fun. Music just started getting to my brain, and it all started with this beautiful little instrument right here. So, if you're listening, you are definitely on a musical journey right now. So I'm glad to be on that with you. The history of the ukulele, I love to share this because one of the things, if you want to play, usually if you're really passionate about it, you kind of want to know about the history, and it's a good history. And it is it's a Hawaiian instrument. Actually, it's the Hawaiian national Hawaiian instrument is the ukulele, but it has roots in Portugal. And it's kind of funny, actually. I think I've shared this a little bit, but I was looking up the history of guitar because everybody says, oh, the guitar came first, or the ukulele. But the first guitar was tuned, what they call the guitar in Portugal was tuned to G, C, E, A. So it's pretty funny. So it was called a guitar, but it was tuned to ukulele tuning. So I don't know what that answers, which came first, the ukulele or the guitar, but it's kind of crazy that is. But how it came to Hawaii was they had these things called the machete. If you can look over here on the top, the machete or cavaquinho, if you guys look that online, you can check them out. They look almost exactly like ukuleles, but they just have different tuning. The word ukulele roughly means jumping flea, and sometimes I say this wrong, but uku means head lice or fleas, and lele is to jump, so ukulele. Why they say that, there's a couple stories. They honestly don't know exactly why they called it that, but one story is when the Portuguese came over with their machetes and cavaquinos, they were so happy because of the long journey, they jumped off and they were singing songs and they looked like jumping fleas, whatever. That's one of the stories. The other one is, as you play ukulele, and if you see my fingers, it looks like fleas jumping. So I think that's more of a true story. But I love the last one. I always say this. Queen Lily Ikulani said it was an older saying, uku meaning gift and lele to come. And I like that because it's a gift that came to Hawaii, and it's, since I picked up the ukulele, I believe it as a gift to me. So, I love that. I love that translation. You can believe whatever you guys want, but research and find out. Pretty awesome. It's fun to learn. You can say that. Can you say that 2 times? It is fun to learn. It is fun to learn. I hope you said it. All right, so let's start off with beginner tips. I always start out with the why. That's what we're going to talk about. Actually, I just want to give you that. Why do you play ukulele? As you saw the vacation video, that's why I play ukulele, to go out with my honey in nature, play good music. It was fun because we were in that spot. I was playing in the middle on that raft, if you guys saw that, and in the middle, it was like perfectly in the middle of them. And as I looked down the hill, way off far to the distance, like distant mountains behind me was Mount Shasta. And then off to the side, there was like some rocks, and I saw Carrie meditating over the music, and it was just amazing that I could do that, for everybody in that area. So it was just awesome. But that's a why. That would be like why I want to play music. It's not about like, best at ukulele or whatever. It's just what you want to do with it. And those are the moments that I love to make right there is what you just saw. Also right now, actually I'm probably going to focus on this a bit today because I know it's the hunt. If you guys are looking for ukuleles to buy and stuff like that, this is very important. It's important because when I first started, I was like, man, what kind of ukulele do you get? And then once you go down that rabbit hole, then you have the different sizes, you have the different woods, you have the different makers. What do I need? And then, what is a good beginner uke? What is that? So actually, talk about that a little bit. Gary Gattori, that's on, great good friend of DII, ukulele ambassador. He loves ukuleles, and he has a great collection. I just want to thank him and for this Bull Martin right here. You see that? He's like an awesome friend. Did this, and he loves ukuleles. But if you ever have any questions about ukulele, he's a good person to talk to too. He's on. Give him a message or a shout. But I'll talk a little bit more on that. I'll do that a little bit for you guys. We're gonna learn how to hold the ukulele. Actually, let's do that right now. For you beginners out there that are watching, one of the things is you want to get comfortable with your ukulele, but you also want to hold it. I know in the beginning it's kind of like it feels weird. So what I want you guys to do, okay, is hold your ukulele out in front of you like this, if you have it in front of you. And with the top up, take your right hand and like raise it up in the air. I know you can't see me right now, but you're gonna bring it down and bring it on top of your ukulele like that. Grab it where the headstock and that meet, and then you pull it into like that. And why I'm saying do that right now, because I want you guys to hold your ukulele while you're watching me, just to keep it in your lap so you can get comfortable, and just hold it there, okay? Usually if you see my angle right now, you want like a 45-degree angle, and you see how my hand goes down like this, kind of like do your hands on the ukulele, just go back and forth, because your hand is going to be traveling up back and forth on these strings. Maybe even feel the strings, get comfortable. Place your thumb lightly on the back and do the same thing, but don't squeeze. And then just kind of like feel it. Feel the strings, press them a little bit, but don't press too tight. Okay? Just feel it. And just kind of, just feel your ukulele. You want to kind of get comfortable with it. All right? We're going to learn some basics. I'll go through that in a minute. We'll go through that. Hopefully we'll get through some of that. One of the things, play slowly at first. And what that means is don't try to rush. You're not in a hurry. And actually, the slower you go, the faster you go. Okay? Like, for example, I have this practice where I do a chromatic scale. Say I do it from the top. I have a low G string, so this might sound different from you. And you just walk your fingers on those 4 frets. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. And when you do that, at first you just want to just go slow. 1, pick, 2, listen to a DK, 3, and 4. That's just kind of an exercise to get your fingers to do this. You kind of want it to go back and forth, and get that technique rocking. So in the beginning, you want to go slow and do everything slow. And then a big thing I do is 15 minutes of practice every day. You can set aside 15 minutes. Just find a time and make practice a habit, and that will enhance your ukulele playing greatly. If you play, you may not get one day, but if you have a goal to play every single day, you're going to play a lot more than you usually do, which is awesome. And sometimes, like, I play, for me, my practices, I always focus on the 15 minutes. Like, I'm just going to do my, I'll get into the practices and stuff like that. Or you can watch my YouTube channel. I have a how to practice your ukulele for 15 minutes. Go check that out. Just look at my name, Daniel TimTim, and then you can find that little thing, how to play 15 minutes. Actually, I'll probably update that too. I should update that. But I give a little practice on how to do that, and then usually when I focus on that, then I usually end up playing for like an hour or so, or practicing different things, which is cool. So have a practice routine. Like my motto is, every day, keep on strumming the ukulele. All right. Now and then also at the bottom here, you see some online resources Those are some websites where I get these songs. There's some of them are written, some are not. Some I have to rewrite. Those YouTube people, those are great people. I've met them all. They're amazing ukulele players. You can check them out. They always have events going on and stuff like that. And especially in these times, you know, there's not a lot of gigs out there for the musicians. So, hey, support your musicians online. Go check them out. Give them a donation, whatever. They're giving you good vibes, right? So I'm going to stop with that. And I'm going to go into, let's see, find your style, basics, no, that's handpan basics. Oh, well, where did my thing go? All right, I have to find my ukulele, how to teach yourself to play. And then handpan basics. Questions? Anybody have questions out there? All right. Oh yeah, I forgot another Zoom class this weekend, or it's Wednesday at 6:30. Don't forget, we have a cool Zoom class, our Ook social going on. So for those, I know some of you guys have been having troubles getting on. Zoom kind of changed their thing, and now I'm going to start using the password thing instead of the green room thing, because I have to accept everybody now. So we'll talk about that later. All right, let's go into handpan basics, or ukulele basics, handpan basics. And we're going to focus a little bit on knowing your ukulele. Okay, first let's look at your ukulele itself. Know your definitions. Let's see if I can do this. Do I have to go over this way? Know your definitions. This top is the headstock. Say it with me, headstock. That holds your tuners. Say tuners. Totally Sesame Street right now. This is your nut, this little white thing here. Okay. If you notice the numbers on the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Those are your frets. Actually, the frets are these little metal pieces, but when we talk about frets, we're talking in between those frets. That's where you would put your fingers. Okay, if you see that. All right. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's funny, before I started playing ukulele, I always wondered what these dots were, but that's what they are. They're marker dots. And remember I said 5, that marks 5, so the next one is 7, and then you have 10, and then you have 12. Some have more, some have less. You also have marker dots on the sides. Some ukuleles have it, some not. If you having a hard time, those marker dots are if you're a beginner, don't try to play like this, sideways. You're trying to look at your hands and do that. Just look at the side. And then move your head if you have to, but don't move the ukulele. And then the markers help because it can tell where your positions of your fingers are in. Okay? But you can, if it doesn't have marks on the side, you can use nail polish. Decorate they have those little sticky ruby things. You can pimp out your ukulele, which is fun. Let's see, ukulele tuning. Now, the first thing in the ukulele, you have to know the tuning and how to tune your ukulele. So this is what the tuning of your ukulele is. And you see the string tuning. This one is G, C, E, and then A. All right, and they have corresponding numbers: 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you look at it, the 4 is on the top, closest to your face. People get confused because they think 4 is at the bottom. You're counting down, but that's actually 4 is on the top. So just remember that, because on some of the charts, that's what they use, either the number system or they use the G string fret 1. What you're going to be hearing a lot is put your finger on fret 3, string A, or string 1, okay? And that would look like that. And that's actually your C chord or your C note. We'll get into that in a minute. Now, following from the nut going down, that's your neck, okay, which holds, this is where I like this hand. If you're right-handed, your left hand is your voice hand, and then your right hand is your rhythm hand. This keeps the beat, this gives it the voice, all right? Now, right where your body meets the neck, okay, that is the sweet spot where you strum. And most of the time, if you see it, you see how my arm kind of perfectly goes there. I need to move over a little bit. It's kind of like right into that spot. That's usually where you strum. People think it's over the hole, but it's actually right here. Okay, that's the good sweet spot to strum. That's where you have your sound hole. Okay, you also have, this is your saddle, and this is your bridge. Okay, now that you know like the definitions of a ukulele, okay, then that's where we get into buying ukuleles. Now, say the first person you want to buy a ukulele for is your friend, your family, your niece, whatever it is you want to get them into music. There are 4 different sizes of ukulele. One is, I should have this. The first one is soprano, which is the smallest one. Okay. Second one is a concert, which gets a little bit bigger. My size is a tenor right here. Okay. And then there's one more size above, which is called a baritone. I should have pictures of this up there for you, but you can look it up. It's pretty awesome. And normally for a beginner, I would always suggest either like a soprano or a concert, depending on the size of their hands too. Okay, because as you get a smaller ukulele, these little frets are going to be smaller and it's harder to hit. Or they may have smaller fingers and it's good to have smaller frets or whatever. But it just has to be comfortable for that person playing, because you want to be very comfortable holding this and getting used to it. So know the sizes of your ukuleles and maybe try them out too, just to see where, what feels more comfortable. You'll know when you get it. I remember when I first started, it's kind of funny they say that your instrument will choose you. The ukulele chose me just by the sound. I hit that sound and I was like, oh, I can play any ukulele, that'd be awesome. But usually ukuleles find you. Like this one is the TK70R. I was at Ohana and I picked it up and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome, because it was light. It felt really good in my hand, really balanced, and I love this neck because a lot of necks are like thicker. This one's a thinner neck, and it feels good like going through that. And you'll see on different things. And like here, where there's this nut is narrower, so the strings are closer, so I feel it's easier to strum. Some are a little bit wider, so you have bigger spaces between the things. So it's good to know there's differences between ukuleles, because when you're buying, you're like, oh, okay, what do I do? But normally, like for us, for a beginner, like the Ohana SK10, or we have a SK14. Those are the soprano size or the concert size. It's a good package to get started. Okay, and because you'll want to move up later as you get better. You want to get like better sound and stuff like that. Okay. Size wise, let's see, what else do you need in a ukulele? There's different woods. Now, if you see the pic there, that's like all brown wood, and that the woods can become solid or laminate, okay, or a combination of both, which mine is. This is a solid top spruce, and I have redwood laminate sides, okay, and it sounds like this. All right, now there's also, like, if you have laminate woods, usually they're cheaper because they're easier to produce. It doesn't mean the sound is less. Solid woods are a little bit more because they're solid woods, and they tend to sound a little bit better, but I've heard some ukuleles that are laminate and sound way better than the solid wood. So it's all up to the sound. Definitely go check it out and look for what you're looking for is one that's comfortable, one that sounds good. Okay, don't ever go on the price, because it could be a cheaper model that could be like, oh wow, I love this, it'll vibe with you or whatever it is. Okay, and then buying for somebody else, a good option is just to go with a starter if they're brand new. Okay, whether it's an SK10, which is the normal ukulele, which is the small one, and they're fun to play, but as you get into ukulele, you probably want to get either a concert or a tenor. Okay, in my opinion. So anybody have any questions on that? All right, and right now for Ohana ukuleles, I'm gonna go there next week and gonna go check out their ukulele. So let's check out all their new stuff, which is cool. All right. Second thing, play slowly at first. That's always the thing. I like to say just how slowly can you count, and actually you can do it with the strings. Usually there's a song called My Dog Has Fleas. That's how you do the tuning. If you pluck every string starting with the top, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can go my dog has, oops, I totally went. My dog has fleas, my dog has fleas, or 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you want to count it in the way that's supposed to be, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's important, like, see how I'm voicing everything? G, C, E, A. You kind of want to do that when you're practicing. 1, 2, 3, 4, especially if you want to sing and play ukulele at the same time. It kind of gets your voice and your timing right. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then try to do it as slow as possible. This is kind of funny. It's like one of the hardest things to do. And actually an easy way to do that is like if you pluck the first string, that'd be 1, but listen to the decay. And then when it stops, then you hit the other string. 2, 3, 4. And then try that. Just listen to the sound of the string. It's pretty interesting to see how long it goes. 3 and 4. Okay, I know that that's hard to do, like really slow. It's pretty funny. All right, learning. What's next? Learning how to hold. We already. Let's get into notes. This I'm gonna do basic notes. Okay. In the beginning, like it's awesome to learn music theory. And right now I am learning a lot of music theory because I want to, and not because I had to or did, but I want to learn more because I'm at that point where I want to learn how all these combination of notes work. How do you do that? How do you make it work and all that other stuff. Eventually you might get there. Who knows? Maybe you just want to strum and just have fun and play music. It's all up to you, and I think it depends on your learning service. But basically, learning notes and chords, those are the basics of music theory. And then you have 8 notes, which is the major notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then back to A. Okay, everything goes back. So like if you were to start with B, it would go B, C, back to B, stuff like that. So those are just the basic notes. Ukulele tuning, obviously, is G, C, E, A, and like we said, it is my dog has fleas. You can try that again. My dog has fleas. All right. And then combinations of those. A note is a single note. If you put your finger on the 3rd fret and put a finger on the first string or A string or first string, I get confused on that sometimes. That is, if you pluck that A string, it would be a C note if you press it. Okay. If you strum it, it would be a C because you're going to be strumming C, G, E, G, C, E, and C. Okay, so you have those 4 notes going in, which makes a C chord, and then C note. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, just knowing that so each one of these are notes. Wherever you press in between the fret, those are notes. Okay. And there's going to be combinations of those that make chords, which I'll show you. Strumming. Now, this is where everybody gets on. It's fun watching kids when I first give them the ukulele, because when they get on it, they get into that guitar mode, and they want to like that. You know how when you're a kid you always want to jam, like Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace. But you just want to get on it. But here, the first strum we usually learn is a thumb strum. If you see my hand, I'm kind of turn this way. If you can see him there. Let me just scoot over a little bit. Ugh. All right, there. See my thumb. And kind of want an easy thumb strum like that. Okay. One of my students, or one of our ukulele social people, Amy, she was like, I hurt my finger, so I have to do my thumb strum now. And I was like, oh my god, I just never thought of that. And so she was playing just with her thumb because her finger hurt her finger. So, you know, just remember that. So it's good to like practice with all your fingers. But let's talk about the thumb strum a little bit. What I want you to do is I want you to get comfortable with your ukulele. You don't want to push out too hard, but just get that top string and get under it and push it out like that with your thumb. Okay? And then a thumb strum is usually, if you see, hopefully you can see that, you're going to be pushing down on the side like that. See, I'm on the top string, I'm going to be pushing down, going into the next string. So what I want you to do really quick, rest your thumb on the top string, on the G string, and then what I want you to do is push down into the next string, which is the C string, and just stop on it. All right? Once you get there, then push through, stop on the next string, and then push through, stop on the next string, and then push through. Why I stopped on each string is because I wanted to hear the sound. G, C, E, and A. And when you know, how do you know when you want to go to the next string? You just listen to the decay of the sound. And when it gets down to that certain point, then switch. So try it again. G, C, E, and A. Alright? And what I'm showing you is a slow motion of that right there. Because sometimes if you strum, you might miss the bottom string, or you might come in on the C string and miss the top string. So you want to make sure when you're strumming, you want to hit all those. So try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then start going faster, 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 faster. And then you want to go start strumming. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it with me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slow it down again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's a thumb strum. All right. Now, finger strum. Okay, this is the one I use the most, except for Amy right now because she has a hurt finger. Sorry, Amy. But basically it's the same way, kind of. But what you want to do is you want to kind of make a hook like this with your finger, okay? And then bring that hook over, and then you kind of, when you're doing it, it's gonna be, you want to be, what is that, perpendicular to the strings? All right, I don't know if you can see that. Try to stand up. It's gonna go like that. All right, usually over here. So what you want to do is really quick, take your fingernail. If you have a fingernail, that's cool. If not, you know, it might feel weird. But start on the first string, but make sure you're over it like this. You can press your finger together like that, just to give you a good bass. But push down on the first string, then through C, then E, and then A. Okay, one more time. G, C, E, A. And then try again, and just keep on doing it until your finger is like that. All right. Your goal is to, if you've ever seen those prize wheels with the little ticker thing, you want your finger to go like that, just to be able to either back and forth. Make sure you're trying not to get on the side, because the string can actually cut you. So you want to go perpendicular and go up and down, just like you're rubbing the string. Just like that prize wheel. Okay, try a few of that. But let's do some down strums on 4 with your finger. Okay, and ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And strum. 2. 3 and 4, and strum. 2, 3 and 4, and one more time. Strum. 2, Okay, so you saw how I'm using the 4 as a beat. You kind of want to kind of do that all the time too. Count to yourself, count out loud, whatever you want to do. But once you get that bass one down, then you can add like an up and down, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Same thing with your thumb. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And if you come up, it's just a flick of your thumb. You'll see it. It's just like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And a combo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Finger, finger, thumb, and thumb. Finger, finger, thumb, and thumb. This is just to get you warmed up. One of the things I don't like to teach is strum patterns because I believe everybody has the rhythm, but you have to learn how to do just one. Or get that bass down. 1, or even an up 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, practice those little strums like that. Just like that. It's fun, and then you can speed it up because you can eventually get to this. Thumb, 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 finger, finger, finger. Thumb, 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 finger, 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 thumb, 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 chuck. Okay, and that's another one that you guys are gonna learn. Is chucking. All right, now let's see. Strumming and plucking. Okay, plucking is kind of like what we were just doing. See my fingers here at the bottom? Okay, well, you can pluck with one finger. So like say if you want to just pluck the string with your thumb. 1, 2, just one finger. Or one thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do it that way, right? You can use multiples. Say you want to do 2 fingers. See this thumb, finger, finger, finger. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I do 3 fingers. Multiples are fun. But I taught myself how to do it like this. If you see, I'm going to position my hand, pinky mounted on the bottom right there. And I use the thumb, finger, finger for the middle. And then the last one is my ring finger. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mind you, I have a low G, so it sounds a little bit different. It's linear versus reentrant. Look that up. But you can do this all day long. Or if you want 4 fingers, you could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a finger for each one. Do whatever's comfortable. The multiple fingers is all good. I can do them all, but I like the 3 is more comfortable for me. Okay, so you choose. Right? It's just plucking. Okay. Now, I have plucking practices, which is doing your timing if you're watching me right now. This is just a chromatic scale going down. This is practice right here. What you want to do is you want to get the timing of your hands on all these fingers. There. All right, like that. All right. There's also scales. I'm just going to show you real quick. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, they're all in this, and that's when you start learning more music theory. You can do that, but those are just all practices that I practice, and that's plucking. Okay, so if you watch my video, I have a little routine that I do that helps with that, with your timing and get your fingers like that's what you want, your fingers moving like that, like jumping fleas, right? Every day, keep on strumming ukulele. All right, so that's plucking. Reading music sheets. Actually, we're towards the end of the time, so this is perfect timing. What you're going to be doing is, if you see these charts right here, okay, chords to learn and bonus chords, okay, if you look at it, that square grid is the top of your ukulele. Some have 4 frets, some have 5, okay. What I'm showing you there on the sheet right now is 4. And if you look at it at the top, that means it's a C chord. We already did that. So what it's pointing out is that you put that black dot is your finger position. So if you look at it, it's the 3rd fret down, 1, 2, 3, and it would be that A string. That side of that would be your A string, and it's looking at your ukulele like that. So if you bring it down, so it would be, that's where your finger would be. And if you look at my hand right now, I have, maybe you want to try this. Lay your hand on your ukulele, make sure this finger, the pointer finger, is in the 1st fret. Then put your 2nd finger or your middle finger in the 2nd fret, and your ring finger in the 3rd, and finally your pinky in the 4th. That's how your position of your hand should be going down the whole thing. And normally, it's not an exact thing, but usually that finger is going to control whatever that is in. So if you look at that C chord on the bottom, chords to learn, and you have to be on the 3rd fret, so that would be this finger right here, and then it would be the A string. Bam. That's what I would do. Look at the A minor. Alright? Put your hand like that, and then I put my finger on the A minor, just like that. Alright? Now look at the F. The F includes the A minor, so all I have, well, we can put our fingers back down. And that's a 2-finger chord. Okay? So basically, it's the 1st fret E string, which I just did right here, and then the 2nd fret G string, and then the other 2 are off. It's just like that. Okay, now then there's 3 finger chords. Okay, that looks a little bit different because you have 2 dots on the same fret. So how do you do that? Basically, I would take that finger right there. See how I'm already using that finger that goes with that. I add the finger on top here to that position for the G, and then this finger goes over here. Sometimes it's kind of tweaked. You guys can see that? You guys can see that? And that would be a G chord. That's how you read those charts. There's bonus ones right there. But look at those positions and see like if you can do your fingers like that. That's the challenge of the ukulele, is getting your fingers to tweak out. And then what is happening is you need to switch between these chords. See, watch, I'll do that bottom section. C, A minor, F, and G. C, A minor, F, and G. If you learn those 3 chords, you could probably play 1,000 songs. If you add these songs, this chord, D, E minor, G7, that's the other songs. Yeah, you can add all the other songs. Just kidding. But yeah, that's what that's for. And usually the sheets, if you saw in the beginning, I'll go back to the intro, and you see the songs, you'll get song sheets like this. If you ask me nicely, or actually if you guys are interested in like finding more songs, I have a Google Drive with a bunch of songs that I've written, and there's also a songbook that looks like this, and basically this has thousands and thousands and thousands of songs, and this one is it's in that thing, so it has like a bunch. But let's see, the last song I'm going to leave you guys with is Gypsy. I know this is not a beginner song, but I've been feeling Fleetwood Mac lately. That Dream song has been pretty awesome. On one page, I like to have it on one page. I don't like to switch over, so I get it over to one page. And what it shows is, you'll see similar charts. Some are different. There's all kinds of different things. I enjoy composing my music like this, and then adding just the chords, and for teaching purposes, so that people can see it, and having it on one page so people aren't messing around and trying to. But I have all the chords down here at the bottom, and they correspond to this thing. What I'm going to leave you with is how to play the song, or my tip for how to play songs. Okay, if you guys don't know the song, it's Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac. First, I would learn to hear it, but most of the time, if we're doing the song, it's one that we've heard, we're trying to recreate. So, I've heard Gypsy, and the reason I liked it was because I liked the beat. I wanted to see if I could play it on the ukulele. So I came up with the chart and just practiced it. Usually in the beginning I'll listen to it, and then I'll use these chords to play the song, okay? And then I'll listen to it, try to play the chords, and make sure all the chords are good. And then after that, I do my one-hit wonder. Once I get a little bit more confidence, I call it the one-hit wonder. So if you see at the top of the page up there, mic is called. Oh, okay. I see what happened. Here we go. Is that better? Is that better, Gary? All right. Better. All right, here we go. So if you look at the thing, the intro is those chords. And I think on this sheet, it's kind of messed up, so you have to do it right. I'll show you the chords. It's F, then F minor 7, it's that way. All right, cool. And then F6 is actually a D minor. And then back to F. And then this B flat minor 7 is like an E minor up top, and then to C, okay, and then B flat minor to C, okay. And first I'll get that riff, because that's the riff through the whole song pretty much, okay. And then I do a one-hit wonder. You don't even sing the song. All I do is voice it, okay. I kind of know the beat of it and the way it's supposed to go, but you just want to just do it with the chord. So what I say, one hit wonder, I do this. I hit the F, and I'll say, so I'm back to the velvet underground, F, and then back to the floor that I love. And I just do it that way, and I go through the whole song with just the one hit. Then I get, that puts me in a spot where I know where all the changes are, okay? Then I start playing it, you know, like songs, it's kind of funny. People like think like they need to play songs exactly how it sounds. You know what? It's how you feel. Music comes from you. Play the song that you want it or makes you feel good. This is just a guide and words that you can use to help you learn how a song is structured and how to play the song, and then eventually it'll help you bring out the music in you, which I believe. Okay, so the riff goes like this, you know, once you got it, and I'll just start, and then I'm going to start playing the song. After we'll finish, and if you guys don't have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them, but I'm just going to leave you guys with the song. And I know everybody's going to Halloween. There's a lot of crazy Halloween events online right now, so check them out. I think there's a lot of, Cynthia Lynn's having an ukulele thing with Lenny, so that should be fun. I think Ukulele site on Facebook's having some stuff, so check out all that stuff. It should be a fun Saturday. All right, so let me leave you with this. That's the F minor, F minor 7, F minor 6, or F6, F, B flat minor 7, C, B flat minor 7, C. And it's fun to do this sometimes, is to sing the chords. Here we go. F major 7, F6, F, B flat minor 7, C, B flat minor 7, C. Oh yeah, positioning. And here we go. Play with me. Gary, it's an F. Get that F solo going, and here we're gonna sing. So I'm back to the velvet underground, back to the flow that I love, to a room with some lace and paper flower, back to the gypsy that I was. right, guys. Happy Halloween. If you guys don't have any questions, it's been a great Saturday. Hope to see you soon. Don't forget about our ukulele social on Wednesday. If you guys want to have a fun, good time jamming. Gary, I haven't seen you in a while, so see if you can make it. It'd be awesome. Also, oh, Hano, one more. No, one more. It's been one. Well, one more is on virtual or the ukulele social. So, you guys, awesome. Glad to be with you guys. Love sharing music. And I will leave you with this. Every day, keep on strumming ukulele. All right, guys. Have a good day. Awesome.